Hi guys, it's your boy Versace back at it again with another video. I know it's been a while. I hope y'all are having a good day, and if not, I hope your day gets better. So, I'm decided to do some little arts and crafts and decided to take y'all along with me on this journey. I am doing tie-dye bleach. This part's sped up just because nobody wants to spend like 10 minutes watching me fold shirts. I'm just folding them in like various ways that one would do when you're doing like just regular tie-dye. The only difference is I'm using bleach instead of colors. I found this idea when I was doing some research on like regular tie-dye because that's what me and my boyfriend did for our anniversary because I thought it'd be like a really cute like date night thing. And I had a lot of fun with that, and I decided, maybe this could just be like a regular hobby that I do, and I wanted to see how the bleach tie-dye thing works because I saw, a bunch of pictures and stuff like that when I was doing my research and some videos, and everybody else's shirts came out pretty cool. So I'm doing this on some old shirts just in case I bleach a hole in them. No biggie, no love loss, not like I wore them anyways, but if they come out pretty cool, I could add them into the rotation and start wearing them more often. These high-end agenda shirts, they are a little snug. Originally they fit me pretty well, but after I gained weight, uh, not so much. Even though I've lost weight, they're still kind of snug in places that I'm kind of insecure about. So we're just going to give those a go. Maybe I would feel a little bit more confident, or just like them so much that I don't care that they're snug on me or whatever. But we'll just see how things go. There's nothing wrong with doing a little testing. I'm trying to like fold them in different ways just to see what kind of effects I might get. I'm also kind of curious to see how the bleach interacts with the decals on them. I know most like dyes don't really affect the logos or like the um, design on shirts depending on how the designs are created, but I was curious as to how the bleach was going to do, and kind of wondering if the bleach would like eat through the design or not. So I guess one will see. Even though I've already done all of this and I know the end result, just rewatching it as I do this voiceover. So I also have this hoodie, same problem. It is very snug on me. Um, I do wear this hoodie to the gym, so I wear it a lot more than those other shirts. And I was kind of curious, the same thing. Um, I was struggling trying to figure out how to fold this because um, the thicker material, I was afraid that like the bleach was not going to like pass through it to like get to like the other sides if I just folded it plain in half. So I pulled the sleeves inside of each other and then folded it in half. That way I could get a little bit more uniform and it's not having to pass through so many uh, layers. Like if I had folded the sleeves together versus like inside out, um, it would have to pass through more gaps than if I had not done that. So if that makes sense, I'm sorry if that's kind of confusing. I'm really bad at explaining stuff sometimes. uh, mentioned doing tie-dye, I'm just gonna throw in really quickly here some of my favorite ones from my little date night. Here you go. It's coming up after I finish rubber banding this hoodie here in a few seconds. Kind of speed past it. I realized that during editing, so there you go. Going back to folding now. So this one I'm doing something different. I figured if this looks kind of cool with the bleach, then I would recreate it when I'm doing regular tie-dye, whether it just be on a white shirt or when I do a reverse tie-dye. I have some shirts already that I kind of want to like black out and do a reverse tie-dye on, or like, you know, re-dye tie-dye. Um, and some of these darker shirts that came out, you know, when you see the end result, I might do a reverse tie-dye on, but I hadn't really decided yet. I think I'll just wear them for a little while and figure it out. And I had to add some extra rubber bands to this one just to keep it all together, because, you know, it's the folds that really like make the design in the shirt. It's really not the rubber bands, because the rubber bands don't prevent, like, you know, the bleach or the tie-dye from getting to the garment. It'll go underneath the rubber band and saturate the fabric. It's more so the folding. So the rubber bands just kind of like hold everything in place. Um, if you're not familiar with tie-dyeing or bleaching or whatever, so uh, I originally thought that, you know, the rubber bands were kind of like important to the design of it, but after doing it, I realized no, it's definitely the folding. Like, the rubber bands really just hold them in place, and the areas that the tie-dye or bleach can't reach leave the little white spots. And then obviously how you apply the dye or the bleach kind of affects your outcome. So I'm just scrunching this one up. I kind of just ran out of ideas of how I wanted it. I also kind of wanted to test like a scrunch technique, but it's not really perfect. Um, I kind of see why in like tutorials and stuff like that, like the experts use twine instead of rubber bands because it's easier to like just wrap the twine around it and tie it versus like picking it up and like trying to stretch a rubber band over it and fighting with it and then it just kind of like losing its shape and its Alright, so slowed it down. Now we're going to go to the bleaching part. So what you're going to do is you're going to do half water and then half bleach. Um, the important part is from my research that I did a little bit on Reddit is you're going to make sure you have fresh bleach because the fresh bleach is going to be a little bit more reactive versus like older bleach which might not really like turn your clothes. Not to say that it won't bleach it, but it's not going to be as potent or reactive. I don't know why. I didn't look that deep into it. I just did a little quick reading or whatever. I saw someone was having trouble shooting because they did a bleach tie dye and their clothes weren't turning and they were wondering what the fuck was happening. So yeah, the Reddit post said that to use fresh bleach, so that's what I did, and for the most part, it worked pretty good. Results may vary depending on the type of material that you're using, like, you know, what your shirts are made out of, how your shirts were colored, which you will come to see in my video here. So, the kind of fun thing about tie-dye is there's, like, really no right or wrong way to do anything. It's just, you know, however you want to do it. If you want to do like a little bit, if you want to do a lot, you can. I'm reshaking the bottle because when I squirted it out, I know y'all can't really see that, but like it came out kind of thick. Like I said, this is the first time I was doing this, so I wasn't quite sure what the consistency was. I thought it'd be a little bit more watery. Um, it's definitely not like it's not watery, but it's not like um, jelly either. It's kind of like kind of like gravy in consistency. When I was squirting it out, maybe I didn't like shake it up enough or whatever. But you know, again, trial and error, and it's not supposed to be perfect, which is the more relaxing part. It's not like drawing or anything like that, where it's just supposed to be like I drew an apple. It's supposed to look like an apple, like that kind of stress. So. Um, So I did some like stripes because I thought some stripes would look kind of cool on this hyena gender shirt. Um, Throughout this video, you're gonna see me keep picking the shirt up and showing it to the camera just to see how long, just to see like you see if it's turning or not, just to show y'all. But I left this bleach on the shirts for about 30 minutes. I know I left it on the red shirt for 30 minutes, but the black shirts um, I don't think I did a full 30. You could already kind of see in the time it took me to squirt some bleach onto the red shirt that the black shirt already started turning. I just kind of flipped it over and picked it up and moved it out of the way because it was kind of sitting in a puddle of bleach. Another thing I would mention is to do this in a well ventilated area. I did this in my bathroom because it is winter time and it's a little too cold outside for me to be doing this. Um, Also, I don't want to wear my nice, like, you know, the, like, hoodies and jackets that I actually wear out and about, because I don't really have any throwaway hoodies, because I was bleaching the one throwaway hoodie, and I don't mean, like, throwaway, like, you know, toss it out, but you know what I mean, like, you know, the around the house hoodie or whatever. I was bleaching that one, so, like, I didn't have any other ones to wear while doing this, but, um, even though I turned my vent on in my bathroom, it was still very, very strong smelling. It and when I was doing this, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I clean with bleach. It's no problem. The difference is you're using a little bit of bleach to clean your bathroom. You're not using half a bottle of bleach. Um, so as you can see here, that the red one didn't really turn as much, but the black one, like you know, it's really doing the damn thing over here. Like you know, going wild, going crazy or whatever. Um, But yeah, back to like the whole ventilation thing. Made a joke to my friends that I was like, I listen to true crime podcasts a lot, and I always think like, if like a police officer, like, because they say a lot of the times like in like these like true crime podcasts, it's like, oh, the neighbors came or like the police came and they were hit with an overwhelming smell of bleach. And I was just thinking, I was like, what if, like, just hypothetically, because I was playing music in the background, like what if my neighbors called the cops or whatever, and they came over and they just smelled this overwhelming smell of bleach, and here I am answering the door in gloves, and like I have plastic everywhere because I don't want to like get bleach all over my apartment or whatever. And they're just like, what what's going on, sir? Can we come in? Like, is everything okay? Is there a body in the tub? What is going on? Um, so yeah, this one I'm kind of squirting all over because I was like, maybe I should go a little bit more extreme with this one since the red one wasn't really reacting all that much. Like, it's getting a little bit lighter, but like I don't I was kind of expecting it to do more. I know it's kind of anticlimactic, depending. Now, this one ended up having a pretty interesting result. Um, I just kind of like squirted it all over the place. Hindsight's 2020, my bad. Hindsight's 2020, but like, um, if I was to do this again, which I most likely will, I would definitely go ham more with squirting more bleach and stuff on there. Again, there's no right or wrong way, but I wish I had added more bleach. I didn't want to add too much and like completely changed how the shirt actually looks, like bleaching the whole entire thing, because I still wanted some of the original color left on there, but at the same time I wish I had added more bleach so it was more you know balanced, or you could just kind of see like the effect. Because if I added more bleach, I know the you would see more of like the swirl patterns and stuff like that that you see in traditional tie-dye, but bleach. um, this purple one, I just did like an X. I was expecting it to change differently than what it ended up developing as. I flipped it over and I did the same exact thing. I did another X because I wanted it to be kind of uniform in that sense. Um, but in my little researching, obviously I was watching YouTube videos. For the most part, most people's like purple shirts, they turn pink and white. So like the direct spots of like where the bleach actually hit, they eventually, if you leave it on there long enough, turn white, and then like the edges of it fade into a pink, and then from the pink it fades into the purple. But that one didn't really do that. You'll see here on the end results how that one turned out. This Venom one, I I had a general idea of how wild I wanted it to look. Besides the rubber bands, I also ran out of the bleach solution, so I had to refill another half water, half bleach, a little shaky, shaky. You know, continue to squirt. You could kind of see it starting to turn while I am mixing. But yeah, I definitely do this in a well ventilated area. I can't really stress that enough because it was overwhelming and I did get lightheaded and kind of dizzy, so I had to sit down for a while after this. Um, and then like even though they're like I wasn't squirting any more like bleach on there, since they were like it just fabric just drenched in it, it's kind of holding the smell in. So like I didn't really, even after I had rinsed them off and taken them down to the washing machine to like finish them off, my bathroom still obviously reeked of bleach. So I think when I do this again, I'm gonna pick a warm day. Also, I think like the sunlight would help them turn faster. Like if I did it in a very sunny spot. So one of these, I'm thinking the Planet Fitness black shirt, I might re-bleach just to see like what kind of like effects, and also just to like do like a little stress test on it. But yeah. So the hoodie, Um, I went ham on that, but after I had unfolded it, I realized that the majority of the bleach that you see me squirting on here ended up mainly on the back just because of like how I folded it, which not like the worst thing ever, but I did wish it had gotten on the front a little bit more. So I ended up having to go back and fix that, which you will see here later on in this video. Uh, just letting everything process, flipping it over. I had some extra, I had remade this whole bottle of like bleach water for the Venom shirt, so like I was just trying to get rid of it. But also because of the way I folded this hoodie, I had did the same kind of way that I had folded it when I had did the tie-dye long shirt, so I kind of wanted to see if I could recreate the same effect but with bleach. But here we are, everything's been processed or whatever. I had already rinsed out the red shirt and the Planet Fitness shirt, which was the black one. Um, because those have been sitting the longest, and I didn't want it to eat through the shirts, which was my main fear. Otherwise, if I had known how well the Hyena Agenda shirts held up, I would have just left them a little bit longer. So, as you can see, my purple shirt, you don't really see any white, and I was kind of surprised by that. The Venom shirt, like it went crazy. I was really curious to get that one open. So I took everything downstairs to the washing machine, and I took these out. Obviously, I like rinsed them out or whatever before I added them to the wash, and I realized like I didn't really get what I wanted. So before I, start the wash cycle, um, I'm just gonna lay them out in the bottom of my bathtub and squirt bleach on them, and then hopefully that'll kind of spruce them up. On the Hyena Agenda shirt, the red one, they're both Hyena Agenda, I should say. But the red shirt, it only really like processed on the left side. As you can see, the right side was pretty, you know, stagnant. Um, Here you can see that they've turned a little bit. It's still kind of hard to see in the Hyena Agenda shirt. Um, I might go back and re-bleach that one also, just to again, just to see what all you can and can't do. But here are my end results. This is the yellow one. This one turned out pretty nice. Um, I wish I had swirled it a little bit tighter, but it's not bad. Definitely wear it again. Here it is again. You can see the swirl pattern more on the back than in the front. And here's this purple one. So like I was saying, depending on how your shirts are made, you will definitely get different results. So this one is a Fruit of the Loom shirt, and basically what they did is they took a navy blue shirt um, and dyed it purple. It might have been gray, but they dyed it purple, so therefore I didn't really get the white. I still got a little bit of the pink on the edges, but like and the same thing with this one. This is a Fruit of the Loom shirt too. It's blue. They took a gray shirt instead of a white shirt, which is neither here nor there. What is the right or wrong way of making a mass producing shirts, colored shirts? But it turned out pretty okay. I was expecting it to be white underneath, so I would have a more cloudy shirt. But like the gray is also kind of like cloud effect. This is the Hyena Agenda shirt that I was struggling with to get it to process. It turned out pretty okay. Still not what I was expecting, but I think I might re-bleach it just to see if I could get the stripes a little whiter. But this hoodie turned out great. I love this hoodie. I don't know yet if I'm going to do a reverse tie-dye and add color to it, but like the way it is now, I love it. I'm definitely going to wear this a lot more, tight or not. Like it just looks great. I know it's hard to see with my head on, so here are some pictures so you can see. Oh wait, You gotta see the back with the hood up. Ooh, I really like that it got one side of the hood. It just looks really cool, like the pattern of it. It's really cool. But here's the picture of it on the floor. I'm really glad that I went back and striped over it. But you can see the some of the decal on it actually got bleached. This is the Planet Fitness one. This one I'm definitely going to do a reverse tie-dye on. I do like it as is. It's very retro. Since that is coming back into style, like the whole tie-dye and like, you know, retro of like um, bleaching dark colors and stuff like that. Like that's all coming back. So I'm really excited to rock this. I'm definitely going. I just gotta figure out what colors Hey, I get want into to it. do. Ah, the Venom shirt. Hey, I love how this came out. I think besides the hoodie, this is also one of my favorite results. Like it came out crazy. I love it. I don't think I'm gonna reverse tie dye it, but I later down the road, if I decide I do, I think it looked really sick. Like it just came out really good. I'm really happy. I love this. Oh yeah. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I love y'all.